musical chair game finally got to Quantum Leap. After 4.5 years, the music stopped, and Belisario was left standing alone. The network had pulled the plug.
Warren Littlefield at NBC got it in his head to kill the show, I think. I think Quantum Leap had years to go. And if Brandon had still been around, it would have been on for years more.
I think one of the things that the network was concerned about was, had they seen the best, and was it time? And ultimately, that was our conclusion. And that was the final decision that I made, and I accept that responsibility.
If I really could send Sam leaping around, I'd have had him leap back into Warren Littlefield and put right what Warren did wrong.
So Don blames Warren, and Warren's okay with that. But he did ask Sciography to deliver a message.
Don Belisario, I thank you for an outstanding series, one that I personally enjoyed and one that the network absolutely enjoyed. I know the viewers did. Was its life cut short? It probably was, and for that I'm sorry, but I also celebrate the 5 years of great programming that we had together.
Quantum Leap could have gone forever. Whether Scott wanted to do it or Dean wanted to do it, it's a perennial because of the kind of stories that they tell.
If Quantum Leap were on today, it would be a real Tiffany show for any network. It would play very much the way X-Files has played successfully for Fox for all these years. And we probably would have been smart if we had kept it in one time period the entire time.
So the network screwed up. But it couldn't stop Quantum Leap from making a mark on television history, and the effects will last a lifetime.
I feel that the years of playing this character cemented for me a lot of my feelings about issues that I come into contact with every day. It cemented a lot of my character that was still forming at the time, and really start to kind of understand a little bit about the kind of man that I wanted to be as I grew older.
I know Don got a letter from a family whose child was dying of cancer, and I don't remember what the show was, but they said that night they realized that they had given up hope, and that show made them hope again. If you can do that, then you're doing television. I think that's what we did on Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap is very special in my life. It gave me the opportunity to make many friends. It gave me an opportunity to view television as not just entertainment, but as a tool for education, for enlightening.
Things happen for the reasons that they happen, and I truly believe that, like Star Trek, you know, it has a cycle, and it lived its cycle, this first cycle, and I believe Quantum Leap in some form or another will be back.
I'd love to do a Quantum Leap movie, so would Scott and Dean. You know, Universal owns that property. And I approached Universal on it, they weren't interested. Hopefully at some point they will be.
Well, we talk about it all the time, but everybody's always interested. It's just a question of figuring it out.
Quantum Leap is over for now, but Belisario's time travel experiment has not been forgotten. Who would have thought a small coal mining town called Cokeburg would inspire one of the most successful sci-fi shows of all time? When we come back, find out who has survived and who hasn't. Where have they been? Where are they now? And where are they going? It's time for Sciography Roll Call.
I remember when the pilot got reviewed, I had a critic in the state of Washington somewhere, I don't remember exactly where, who wrote, "He's broken every rule of time travel. This is ridiculous. You can't do a show like this." And I thought, what rules? I mean, who's traveling around in time, folks? You know, it's all made up. Nobody's really out there bouncing around.
People basically want to know, especially in this town, what the show is in one sentence, and you can't do it with quantum. And I've tried to break it down for years, and I usually just say, ask Dean, and Dean will tell you that it's all about him.
This question's for Dean. Thank you.
Dean, are you an angel?
Wrong star, though.
The fans went from passion to death threats over canceling the show. There'd be phone messages, and they started sending lilies. Then it just got angrier. At that point, you say, you know what, get a life, catch these in reruns.
I think, truthfully, in any series, if you look at it, they evolve. And Don was great about letting the writers come in and take chances. And when it went too far, he would go, nah, that's too much, that's too much. I remember somebody came in and pitched an episode where Al walked through a cow and came out with a glass of milk in his hand. So you needed the rules so that you could go, no, Al can't do that.
I haven't looked at a show in a lot of years, but I know that if I went back and looked at them, I'd just get a great warm feeling and say, God, it was good work.